F-double-R.
God, bring that energy. What's going on, FRR fam? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back to FRR Friend Request Reviews, where friends request friends to watch Blade Runner. Yes, this is a movie request coming from Brian. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. And y'all know why? I'm excited because Blade Runner is a title that, you know, is definitely out there. Definitely out there. I can honestly say that I haven't really sat down and like heard someone rant and rave about it, like, you know, bigger universes like Star Wars and stuff like that. So I don't really know what, you know, to expect from it except for it's sci-fi. But that's why I'm excited though, because it's still like, you know, it's a big thing. And I know they redid one back in 2017. But Brian told us, hey, make sure y'all do the final cut. So this is when Ridley Scott came back. He explained in 2007, I believe, and I guess added some things that needed some fixing. So apparently this is like the best version to watch. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but hey, Brian said this is one that I want y'all to do. So we here for you. How you feeling over there, Bradley?
I'm feeling great, man. Once again, thank you, Brian, for the request. This one has been on the radar for quite some time. Like, I remember just like in my regular life, before we even started the channel, a lot of people used to talk about this movie. Really didn't know why. For some reason, I never went back and actually watched it, but I'm guessing now is the perfect time since, you know, we got the request. But also, too, maybe if it's good enough, we might just dive into the next one. Who knows? If it is, there is like some type of connection. If it is a continuation, or maybe just a different adaptation, not really sure what that is. But I'm excited for this, man. I know Harrison Ford, right, is the main
That's Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah. So I know he's the protagonist here, but I'm not really sure. I'm thinking when I think of this movie, I think of Total Recall for some reason. You know, just that type of like look and aesthetic and stuff like that. So hopefully they give me the same vibes because I love that movie, and hopefully it gives me the same energy. So
That was in the 80s too, right? Because
Yeah.
I think this is 86 originally, so probably similar vibes.
yeah, I'm ready though. I'm ready for this one.
All right, we both ready, so we ain't gonna hold y'all any longer. We just gonna fly right in. Y'all know what to do with the video. Drop your likes, comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe. The goal is 100K. Go ahead and click that button. Click that bell so you get notified when we go live. Let's get it, baby.
I'm so excited.
If y'all tell me what movie that is, I'll give y'all a free movie request.
That man.
Who gonna watch this part?
That man.
Bro, look like he about to be on that shit by himself, nigga. Harrison Ford. Ford's got the Ford built strong.
He's gonna fall on the swords.
Blade Runner.
He's gonna fall on the swords because it's a blade. You think there's gonna be a sword in this? Like space swords?
I don't know, bro, because you say you think about Total Recall. I think about Tron. I'm feeling like they're going to be on rollerblades, like, dun, 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 we blade running. Dun, 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 dun. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm on the rails right now, son. William Sanderson, where you at, B?
Blade Runners.
We
That's
out
crazy.
here. Is that the vacuum cleaner upstairs? I hope not. Don't be cleaning your house when I'm out here trying to do what I do. Don't you dare live your life. Directed by Ridley Scott.
Okay, Ridley Scott, director of Aliens, right?
Yep, the big dog.
Okay.
Early in the 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robot evolution into the Nexus phase, a being virtually identical to a human, known as a replicant.
Okay.
The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility, and at least equal in intelligence to the genetic engineers who created them. Ooh, dangerous. Replicants were used off-world as slave labor in the hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. Special police squads, BladeRunner units had orders to shoot to kill upon detection any trespassing replicant. This was not called execution. It was called retirement.
Damn.
Okay, so Blade Runners are special ops. They out here
That's
in
wild.
Los Angeles.
That's wild. That's a wild little synopsis. Ew. It's looking heavily populated here, huh?
Oh shit! It's the whips from Fifth Element.
I'm sorry, bro. You see the futuristic outside, and then you go inside. They got a like old ass fan in there, like you thinking that AC would kick in. Like,
I don't think I've ever had
The
one of
action
these.
time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Now answer as quickly as you can. You're in a desert, walking along in the sand when all of a
Is
sudden...
this the test now?
Yes. What?
What desert? But how come I'd be there?
Maybe you're fed up. Maybe you want to be by yourself. Who knows?
Is he testing to see if he's a replicant?
The tortoise lays on its back, its belly
Saw
baking
that.
in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over.
yeah, look at the eyes.
Let me tell you about my mother.
Oh, wait, what? Damn. That was the MIB gun.
Son, that shit shook me, boy. I was like, who shot who, bro? Yo, that shit caught me off guard, man. I can't lie. In a weird way, that looked like a Star Wars fit, even though this is like more of like a metropolitan.
He say you under arrest, Mr. Decker.
Got the wrong guy, pal.
He say you BladeRunner.
Tell him I'm eating.
Captain Brian Toga.
Wait, he's under. I thought Blade Runners were good. Did I forget what we read already? I thought they were like special ops to get rid of the replicants. This actor with the face.
I can't believe that's gonna be our future. Like,
Wait, is he under arrest or is he?
nah, they pulling them in. We need to talk to you. Let me guess, they got a special case for me.
Hiya, Decker.
Brian.
How they
Come on,
feeling?
don't be an asshole, Decker. I've got 4 skin jobs walking the streets.
Yeah, that dude look menacing, bruh.
Yeah, he look like a vampire.
Stab you in the back,
I don't work here anymore.
air him out.
Give it to Holden.
I did. You can breathe okay, as long as nobody unplugs them. I need the old Blade Runner.
It was quit when I come in here, Brian.
Stop right where you are. You know the score, pal.
Ain't no way that man made it.
No choice.
6 replicants, 3 male, 3 female. They slaughtered 23 people and jumped a shuttle.
Damn.
3 nights ago, they tried to break into Tyrell Corporation. I had Holden go over and run void comp tests on the new workers.
2 what though? 2 males, 2 females, 1 male, 1 female. We gotta know which 4 are left.
Well, I don't get it. What do they risk coming back to Earth for? That's unusual. Why? What do they want out of the Tyrell Corporation?
The algorithm.
Combat model, optimum self-sufficiency. Probably the leader. She's trained for an off-world kick murder squad. Talk about Beauty and the Beast. She's both.
So these replicants are literally trained to fucking.
Skin job is Pris, a basic pleasure model.
Really? The military?
They might develop their own emotional responses. Oh, hate, love, fear, anger, envy. 4-year lifespan.
You might have to shorten it. That's crazy, man. They literally got replicants running around that are trained to freaking kill, programmed to kill. Like, these motherfuckers about to go hard for their final years.
Yeah, the scariest thing about all of this is just how close to humans they look. Like,
Nah, he got that apothecary salesman swag, bro. Ain't no robot dressed up like that.
I'm Rachel.
Deckard.
Have you ever retired a human by mistake?
No.
And I want to see a negative before I provide you with a positive. Try her.
She a person? I thought she was a.
I couldn't tell, bro. I'm not
she
sure.
Was Robo.
She's got the movement of one, but I don't know.
She about to ex machina us. About to have us locked up in a fucking. I thought that was a Robo.
No.
Bro, I'm loving the like sound, the music. I guess it's more like just tones though.
Okay. He got that machine.
Yeah.
You're reading a magazine. You come across a full-page nude photo of a girl.
Testing whether I'm a replicant or a lesbian, Mr. Deckard.
He's just smirking in the background. He's loving this. See the Mars.
What happened with that last one?
What's the verdict, my G? What you think she's human?
She's a replicant, isn't she?
Hell
I'm impressed. Took more than 100 for Rachel, didn't it?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know.
Rachel is an experiment, nothing more. If we gift them with the past, consequently we can control them better.
Wow.
Memories.
They give them memories. Do they have like a whole staff of just people creating stories? Like, or do they have AI generated stuff?
It's probably some AI. Cause you said from the past.
Yeah.
Who's past?
Yeah, that's crazy. That man definitely AI. That man hasn't said a word.
What AI need a cane for?
It's a part of the drip, like
blending in, like. It's an oil leak.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna. I forgot to mention. Like, do they have like they bleed different though, right? Like,
is that what that is right there? Blood? Oil?
What the hell is that?
Does it have a fingerprint on it, or a replicant print?
I don't think I'm machine parts.
Oh, he made that out of match this time. Yeah, I don't know. Do they have fingerprints that are registered in the database? What was that?
Oh,
this the dude.
Yeah.
The one they said might be the leader.
This man swears his ass off.
Did you get your precious photos?
Someone was there.
Police? Men?
Okay. Good to know. Shoe shines are still gonna be around in the future. Hey!
This man Dr. Freeze out here.
Look who it is.
Who's that?
Wasn't that the grandpa in Everything Everywhere All at Once? Or if that's not him, then he's the dude from Balls of Fury, right?
You Nexus, huh? I designed your eyes.
If only you could see what I've seen with your eyes. Tyrell Corporation?
He designed your mind.
I wonder what that looks like. What their brains look like.
Not an easy man to see.
Sebastian, he take you there. He take you there.
Just put an eyeball on his shoulder, like.
Where would we find this J.F. Sebastian?
Man, them eyeballs look
disgusting. What the fuck?
Damn.
Where'd she come from?
Straight cloaked and dagger that moment. Like.
I don't know why he told you what he did.
Talk to him.
He wouldn't see me.
What are you doing here?
You think I'm a replicant, don't you?
Oh, I know you are.
It's me with my mother.
You remember the spider that lived in a bush outside your window?
And 100 baby spiders came out. And they ate her.
Those aren't your memories. They're somebody else's. They're Tyrell's nieces. I made a bad joke. You're not a replicant.
Yo. She's really...
No, really. I'm sorry. Go home.
Damn, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. Like, I don't know what you starting to question myself.
This shit is a distraction, man.
Want a drink?
Well, he's supposed to be out here hunting these runaway fucking... And she over here playing mind games about the ex machina, this dude.
And she got
what if she one of the six, bruh?
She got the tear reservoirs filled up. Like, does she have to?
You feel me?
How do those work? Okay, that's what that. I was wondering what that photo was because I didn't see anything in it. Yo.
That's an interesting design.
That shit
That's a roof above him, right? Or a ceiling, I mean?
I don't know, but that shit looks sick.
She a replicant. Get her ass up.
What's your name?
Pris.
Mine's J.F. Sebastian.
She looks familiar.
I'm hungry, JF.
I got stuff inside.
Uh-oh. What's up with the dark ominous tone?
I know. I don't like that either.
You got that Toad from X-Men drip, right?
Home again.
Home again, diggity.
Oh, shit. He really makes toys and they his friends.
What?
Unicorn. What is that symbolize?
Integrity. Damn, he said, I'm gonna drill this shit in you.
Man. You put the photo in it?
I think he did.
Enhance. Oh, enhance.
Enhance. Enhance. Enhance.
Zoom in.
224 to 176.
Oh, shit. Who would ever see that?
Enhance.
Enhance.
Track 45 right. Stop. Center and stop.
You gonna get the face?
The hell is that? Damn, within the mirror?
Go right. Stop. Stop.
Oh.
Give me a hard copy right there.
Is that the liquid that was in the tub? Right? Dripping out of her face right there?
Yeah, I think so.
What does that mean, though? Broken down in the tub, like in an acid bath on some Breaking Bad type shit?
I think it was manufactured locally. Superior workmanship. 99069. Not fish. Snake scale.
Snake scale?
Snake
scale.
What
What?
the hell are they talking about? I haven't seen an animal yet. No, I'm lying. They had owls. And a dude just walked by with like a falcon on his head.
Unless some of these humans are reptilians.
This is your work, huh? Who'd you sell it to?
Look, Dr. Huey says, down in Protector, Chinatown.
Folded immediately. And the hockey mask, though?
Okay.
It's Friday the 13th? This phone sounds.
Taffy Lewis is on the line. Why don't you come on down here and have a drink?
That's not my kind of place.
Go someplace else.
Damn,
they
banged on
charged
his
you?
ass. Hey, that's a payphone. That was a pay FaceTime.
I don't know nothing about it.
Have you felt yourself to be exploited in any way?
She put her snake on a coat rack.
Were you asked to do anything that's
Otherwise repulsive to your person.
Huh?
Well, you'd be surprised what a guy go through to get a glimpse of a beautiful body.
You speaking from experience?
So if somebody does try and exploit me, who do I go to about it?
Me.
Ooh. Damn.
Karate chopped in the throat.
You feel me? I thought she was going for the punch. She straight throat chopped his shit. Oh, people walked in.
Where your boy at? With the cane.
It's quite an outfit. And she didn't even strap it in neither. Her top about to fall off.
She gone, man.
Ain't no way you find her, bro. Oh my lord. He really spotted her ass. Bro, there's no way you about to shoot.
I didn't see it coming.
Bro, is he really? This is the second time he fucking... Like, bro, you about to shoot in the middle of...
Yep.
No, that's not the 4-barrel one. Ooh. Did he hit her?
I don't know, but she just went to a glass.
Ooh, definitely got her that time. Bro, I love the music in this movie. Who's this wise guy? Damn. Bro, he hit her in the same spot. This man need to stop. He do it like that.
Sheesh.
Why she throwing the Legion of Doom shin guards though? Like, she is wilding out here.
Damn.
Oh shit! Look, is she a real person or a replicant?
Got her.
So that's what was on her face. It was a tattoo. Look how buddy creeped up though.
Ryan.
There's 3 to go.
There's 4. Rachel disappeared, vanished. Didn't even know she was a replicant.
Damn.
He gonna have to kill her.
Oh,
he gonna have to make that decision.
She did hit the on his ass like.
Oh my god, look at her. She right there.
Yo, she be coming out with the jackets though. Where she be getting them at? When he said what was his birthday?
He got 2 left. Oh.
More than you.
More than you.
Damn.
That was a nice little.
Damn, they strong as hell. Yo, my man's need help. You gotta
Time to
understand.
die.
Them small little slaps is. Oh,
bro, I had a feeling she was gonna save this man, bro.
Peeled his cap back. You seen that?
You seen that shit? That shit was crazy.
Yeah, the way the man was gonna kill him was insane. Though he was about to just freaking stick his fingers into his eyeballs, like.
Bleeding out his mouth.
This shit fucking with him.
I am the business.
Am the business, so she know. Yeah, his shit fucked. Tooth about to come out. Yeah, go finish his ass. Just hold his head under that water.
I owe you one.
I owe you one. That's true.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
A soul for a soul.
That's some real shit. She recorded that in the memory bank.
But somebody would.
That's why I said recording. It reminds me of that Black Mirror episode. That's how they eyes would do when they was
store memory.
With their memories.
You know those files on me? The incept date, the longevity. You saw them?
Is she gonna ask him to delete them?
Classified. Didn't look at them.
She's playing the piano. Stroking the ivory keys. You about to crack, bro. Once they started playing those jazz trumpets, that
right.
I'm like, oh my god, he about to hit. He about to hit.
That's that late night Cinemax.
You stronger than him, right? The robot's
he's
boy, this is a kind of aggressive.
Damn.
You never heard of consent, brother?
Tell him this is not. I am a robot. That's wild.
Yeah, this dude like the puppet master, man. He got full sized. Wait, who's this?
You don't
With the
remember?
Pinocchio. But why he got the gag in his mouth? Like,
How do I look?
You look beautiful.
Thanks.
what the hell's happening here, y'all? What's up with Pinocchio looking shook with the gag
How
in
old
his...
are you?
25.
This is the guy. This is the guy that can extend our lives, right?
Yeah, she a replicant
Couldn't
for
pass the
sure.
medical.
Yeah, but she's with Buddy.
This dude looks so freaking familiar, bro. This Sebastian dude.
Well,
I don't know.
Leon,
what's going on?
there's only two of us now.
Damn. He was about to cry for his mans, bruh.
Okay, maybe I was wrong.
What generation are you?
Next is 6.
You want me to juggle for you? Like, you think I'm a clown?
We're physical.
Okay.
Similar problems.
Accelerated decrepitude.
Is he good? Your opponent?
Oh, Dr. Terrell?
Maybe he could help.
I want you to bring me to
Better if I talk to him in
Yep.
person.
Mm-hmm.
We need you, Sebastian. You're our best and only friend.
Spoiling over Sebastian.
We're so happy you found us.
Oh, you're gonna go violent? Yeah, I'm
Right?
thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I meant Roy, not Sebastian. This Roy dude. He looked like a villain I've seen before.
What can I do for you, Sebastian?
Queen to Bishop 6, check.
Just a moment.
He hopped up for that chess game. This board is nice. I can't lie, they got this Lord of the Rings chessboard. That shit like $1,000 though.
Bishop King 7, checkmate, I think.
I think.
Milk and cookies kept you awake, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You better come up, Sebastian.
Damn, he stopped him halfway. Like
That's
that's crazy.
It's like you gotta prove you're worth my time.
You feel me? Oh shit.
AI. Oh.
Bruh, it's crazy, right?
I guess all the animals are AI, right? Since it's like no trees and stuff like that around.
Probably.
Yeah.
I brought a friend.
I'm surprised you didn't come here sooner.
I want more life, Father.
Everyone's so sweaty in this movie.
A coding sequence cannot be revised once it's been established.
What about EMS recombination?
Newly formed DNA strand carries the mutation, and you've got a virus again.
He tried everything, like he said.
You're the prodigal son. You're quite a prize.
AI robot doesn't stop sweating.
Oh no. He about to pull his shit off. Ooh, he's squishing this shit. Eyes about to pop out. Oh, he pushing him in. I thought he was about to. He's something. Not too slow. Should have been got out of there, buddy.
Sorry, Sebastian.
Sorry.
Recorded everything. Them eyes.
What the hell's that face?
Body identified with Tyrell as a 25-year-old male Caucasian. Name Sebastian.
Damn, Sebastian really was 25. I thought he was lying, bro. I can't even lie. I'm just like, why would you just lie about your age like that?
Hi, is JF there?
Who is it?
This is Eddie, old friend of JF's.
Smart.
There's no way to treat a friend.
He already knows he's dead. They just stripped this? Oh, almost.
They did.
They just got a little case in the hubcap.
This is some Star Wars shit. They got the little.
No respect. Said her and Roy about to have eternal life. I mean, he just killed the last two people that could potentially figure that shit out, so it's okay. I still want to know what's up with that Pinocchio toy, though. Or is that even a toy? Like,
Please
why you
don't
keep
use-
growing my nose for? My nose don't go up there. What you doing?
No!
What you doing with
That's
that?
exactly what it is, the nose.
Yeah, pull that thing out, bro. You already know Buddy dead. Somebody done picked up the phone.
Damn.
You seen that shit?
She almost snapped her own neck. These motherfuckers in
Back when the
hands.
coke was good, bruh. Them reflexes.
Oh, back in the 80s when this shit was in.
Yeah, he stay bumping in this shit. That nose, bruh. Ain't got no balance.
Okay. Okay. We need you to handle this.
Smart. So smart. She's sitting there as a damn toy.
Yeah.
See, that's the issue. He got all these life-sized ones, man. Why the hell would you make these big-ass toys?
Start blasting all of them. Fuck it.
Yeah. Damn. Oh, here go her fucking. Oh,
shit.
Oh, she about to pop his shit like the watermelon lady.
Yo.
What the fuck? Oh, he turned around.
For real. Hit him with the old school.
So he could smell all of it.
You feel me?
So open up your shit.
Oh, she trying to get a head start.
You hear the way she's screaming?
Oh. Man, that shit sounds crazy.
Headshot, brother. Damn.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Is that where Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood got an old girl from? Cause I never knew where they referenced that from, bro. Roy, the final boss.
Oh, so he that there, he just goes out there and handles. It's crazy that they have blood and stuff, like
More human than human. Like he said. That's their model.
Did he just steal her tongue?
I think he stuck it in. Yo, the reflexes. Punch through the wall.
Damn it. Got me still.
Proud of yourself, little
He
man.
could snap his whole arm right now if he wanted to. Oh shit, he's about to do that. No.
This is for Zora.
Fingers, no.
And gave him his gun back.
I'm right here, but you've got to shoot straight. Straight doesn't seem to be good enough.
Get your back off that wall.
1, 2.
That first shot.
Man, this Tesla bot is pretty good.
This movie's hella wet, bro. It's just moisture everywhere. Like, every scene moist as shit. I like that.
That shit sounded way too
Someone need to
authentic.
sample that in a diss track. Like, he stripped down. He wild. This is about to get violent.
I can see you.
Warriors come out to play.
You better get it up. I'm gonna have to kill you.
Why'd you stand there and take that? Ooh.
You know he can. That's why.
Get facts, right?
Shit. See that height? Oh shit!
Oh,
You see that
hell
height
nah.
though?
You see that damn
We about
fucking
what?
pipe?
He brave for doing this though.
Hell yeah, in the rain and shit. Broken fingers.
My man hitting the Drake, the Nathan Drake out here, yo.
This is Indiana Jones.
Wow. That man legit just.
Kind of like this right here. It's kind of like almost like a scary movie. Like, this man's actually running from the last boss right now.
He better be.
I mean, I feel it, but you know how movies be. Be going toe to toe with the most.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Here's
Damn.
Johnny.
Oh, he brave.
Brave as hell.
You gotta use them fingers. Ooh. I'm liking that.
Oh, you got a dove. What the hell? You got a dove? Like, what is? What is the randomness? Wakanda forever.
He about to say, I'm about
He
to
about
fly.
to fly with that shit. Yeah, he should have let him flap his wings a little bit.
He should have used that. He should have held on to the feet only and then used that bitch as a glider. Like,
yup, fucking Link. Rachel. I guess you owe him your life too now.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
Like what?
All those moments will be lost like tears in rain.
Tears and rain will be lost. Yeah. Yeah.
Time to die.
You got me.
The dove fly away. So he really had no time left. Like he was right, because is this his natural cause right here?
I'm guessing, yeah.
It's too bad she won't live. But then again, who does?
You know you let her go.
She gonna be here.
Oh, his door was open.
Rachel?
Oh, his hair right there. Somebody under there.
Do you love me?
Oh, origami. He's already in that elevator. Finally, the origami come. Oh, the unicorn.
It's too bad she won't live.
Bye-bye. It was good. He looked out. Damn. Okay. I guess that's what that then again who does meant. Like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll let you get this one off.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Because you honestly done cleaned up the ones that we needed cleaned up. Like, Rachel is no threat. Like, alright. There you have it. Blade Runner, the final cut in the books. I can't lie. I think my expectations were definitely a little mixed up when it came to this. For some reason I thought this was like a really like lore heavy type of universe, you know, like again, that's why I had mentioned Star Wars in the intro. We had recently watched Dune, so like things like that. I thought it was something like that, but it didn't seem like it. It seemed like this was pretty straightforward. Obviously there's lore here, of course, but it was pretty straightforward, and that pretty much made it just as much enjoyable, to be honest. Sometimes it's good to get lost in lore and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go look into this and that and that. Sometimes it's good to just get a well-presented film smacked in front of you and you could just appreciate it for what it is. One thing I definitely enjoyed is the music and the nice little sounds and tones that they were using throughout the film, because they always played it at the moments that they needed to play it at. I feel like they did that every time we go watch those older movies. I feel like they really do that a lot, or at least a lot better back then than they do these days. Play with the music very well. And I also kind of liked how the story played out, because there was a moment where I was just like, okay, he has to hunt these robots, but now like they're kind of weaving in this like love AI story. Like when are they gonna face off? But it was kind of like he just kind of ran into that shit almost. Like he didn't even go hunting for them. Like it just happened to be in the same area and shit just popped off the way it needed to pop off. And then also, like I said during the reaction, I really enjoyed, his humanity. It wasn't like some super like, yeah, like, because at first I'm thinking, oh, these Blade Runners, they special ops, they about to be coming through, fucking cutting replicants down like it's nothing. Like, this man was running for his life at the end of this damn movie, trying to figure out how he was about to beat Roy. And he's apparently a badass. They went and got him because they was like, we need one of the old Blade Runners, the big dog. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that they did here that I enjoyed for sure. How you feeling over there, Bradley?
Yeah, this one was good, man. Thank you, Brian, for the request. This one was, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I liked it. What I really liked about the film was, just the just the like you don't really know who's, you know, AI or you know, just regular human. Obviously, you can tell, but I'm just curious to see how like the new one is gonna kind of play out. You know what I'm saying? Because this one, you could tell because of the times that some of it's a little, you know what I'm saying? I feel like not with like, you know, with our technology now, they can really, you know, have some of these enhanced beings here kind of disguised a lot more better. But I just I like the shell game that they played around here, and then of course the overall, like, is he gonna get it wrong? Like that kind of stood in my head like the whole time. Like, is he gonna?
When she had asked, have you killed a human by
Yeah,
mistake?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that always kind of stuck with me throughout the entire film. Like, will we get to that point? Is that something that we will have to kind of face here in this movie? But it wasn't. It was a pretty like straightforward film here. Like, you know, we we a Blade Runner, and that's when I kind of thought too. I thought it was gonna be kind of like some hyped up, you know, task force type of shit. No, it's real.
Right.
It's real like journalist, like detective type of work here, and then you know what I'm saying, and then some action every now and then. But yeah, I like this one. This one was cool.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's jump in. So the beginning hit us with the information that we needed, basically. Like, hey, this is what it is. This is the company, the Tyrell Corps, who started these replicants. These replicants are used for slave labor. They only got 4 years to live. They explained who the Blade Runners were. And that was about it for the most part. So they pretty much gave us what we needed, exactly what we needed, to just kind of get into the movie and then watch it and understand it. But then once we got into the movie, we started off with a bang, literally. It looked like they were doing their own. What was that test? The Turing test that they called. They called it an Ex Machina, the Turing test, where you have to like test AI to see how close it is to. So they were kind of doing a little something similar like that, like their own little Turing test to identify who the replicants are and who they're not. So this was interesting because this is actually what kicks off. Damn, I forgot his name. I didn't want to call him Harrison Ford. I wanted to call him his actual name in the movie. But yeah, Harrison Ford. This is basically what kicks off Harrison Ford's character's mission, because this replicant is getting, interviewed, and he blasts old boy, and then I guess that's the ship that they take over when they start explaining later, like that they killed like 20-something people, etc. and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how we started. That's how we started, basically. So it's kind of like we still don't 100% know the plot, but we at least are able to put 2 and 2 together of like, okay, this must have been a robot who just freaking blasted this dude, and things are about to pop off. What is going on here? So I think that was a good start. I feel like that's how you're supposed to start movies, especially if there's like action in movies. You got to start with a little bit of action.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little bit of action, and of course some just groundwork on just the world what we in, because the whole time I'm just like, what type of machine is this that they're using here, to kind of figure out the alien, not say aliens, but the AI and shit like that. So I like that, because they just use questions to kind of invoke emotions. I think later on they said something about like a flicker or something like that, like in their eye or something like that. You can see it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It
looks like there's a couple things it picks up on.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So they established and stuff, but obviously at this point we're just like, eh? And then of course you get the MIB motherfucking MIB
fucking that machine.
Nah, when he blasted through under the table.
Oh, the MIB pistol.
Yeah,
okay.
like that.
Yeah, that shit.
Crazy. Crazy.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit. These pistols had some real firepower behind them, some real kick, and not kick back, like kick to the person it was hitting, like it was sending mugs flying. But yeah, right after that scene, we get introduced to Harrison Ford's character, and pretty much he gets snatched up by the policia, and obviously I was confused. I said it in the freaking reaction, like, wait, isn't he a Blade Runner? I thought these supposed to be the good guys. Which is funny because Roy says that at the end. But he gets snatched up, and this is when we learn about the mission, basically. So this is where we're able to kind of start tying in the beginning to what we're supposed to be seeing here. So he lets him know about the mission, lets him know, hey, we need you, on the ground. There was 6 that escaped, 2 got fried in the gate, so there's 4 more out there that you gotta basically engage with and take care of. So we got a little piece of that. Excuse me. We got the mysterious origami character that they kind of really didn't do too much with, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need people in the world to be in the world. And then actually directly after that, we meet Rachel. So another character. We get to meet Rachel as well as the creator of the replicants, Mr. Tyrell himself, Dr. Tyrell, I'm assuming we should actually be calling him. And this was an interesting part because this is when things kind of, especially when you've watched movies and then you come back to watch the older movies, because it's like you're supposed to watch the older movies, obviously, and then piece in these newer movies like, oh, they got this from that from this. But when you go backwards, you kind of do the same thing a little bit, even though you're like not supposed to, maybe kind of really, but you can because it does kind of put the pieces together. But yeah, I started kind of going through my Ex Machina stuff, my her stuff. I'm just like, damn, who is this robotic looking lady? Like, I feel like she's about to be a love interest or something. Is she human? Is she robot? And then they do the test. So this part was great because when they do the test, it does kind of show like a little bit of a time lapse. Like there's like a moment where like the camera kind of zooms out and you're just like, dang, how long have we been here?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you kind of learn how long they actually have been there, because he asks them, how long does it take to do this test? And he's just like 20, 30 questions. And he's just like, oh, nah, this shit took 100 questions, which I like because Brolic was like, look at him smiling in the back, all pleased with himself. And it made sense. That's why he was pleased with himself, because he literally created an AI or a replicant that fucking passed the average questions of that test that these Blade Runners and such conduct and perform. So
and passed the Brolic test, I can tell you that. Because for a while there, I was just kind of questioning: is she AI? She felt real human. Like I was on that boat for a little bit. Of course, did they show the eyes there? No, they didn't. Right? I don't think they did. I think
want to say
I think they did. They did show it. Like I think right at the end, right before Buddy revealed, like, yeah, she is a replicant. So
but the thing about the eyes, they weren't always 100%, because even Harrison Ford's eyes did that a couple times.
I wouldn't
like
say
not as like
I know what you're saying. There was a moment in time that I seen it one time, but it wasn't like, it was like a quick little,
like they shit like bold.
Yeah,
like,
you feel me?
Oh.
So I feel you in on that, but nah.
I feel, but I can't give it to you. And then we also get introduced to the other replicant, Roy. Yeah, I think we get introduced to Roy first before the other one.
Yep.
And that's when we kind of start learning a little bit about this. I think Brolic, you picked up on this before I actually did, because I heard you mention it.
What?
That they were looking to extend their lives.
Oh,
when
they
found a toy maker, you were just like, oh yeah, this is.
Well, yeah, I thought I was going somewhere with that, but obviously I wasn't, because.
Well, now you were right though. That's what they were looking for. They were looking to extend their life.
Yeah, but I was thinking he was gonna be the guy. You feel me? I thought, like, we here, we don't made it to the black market. Like, you feel me? Buddy over here doing some Frankenstein shit. Like, you feel me? So I thought they really
were gonna.
Yeah, I thought they were really gonna do this. But it was just a pathway to get to the actual man. Who can actually do something, which, you know, we later find out. Can't do shit unless he was just saying that shit. But
because he went to Buddy with the eyes first.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. See. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He went to the Buddy with the eyes,
and
then he was like,
okay.
I know somebody. You know.
Yep, and then he gave him some back. Okay, yeah, damn, that part flew the hell over my head. He gave him. That's why Sebastian's name was so familiar. I'm just like, didn't they say that name earlier in the fucking movie? Like, but who are these people? They seem so unimportant because everyone lives in these fucking hole in the wall. It's like, but they're genetic scientists and creators of replicants and shit. Okay, it's coming back.
Nah, he definitely had some type of money, bro. You see that man's door? That shit was huge. It's a mansion door. So, yeah, he definitely was living different.
He had some goodies for sure. And then we get introduced to the other replicant. I forgot her name. I think it's Prim or Pris.
I could tell you
something with a P for sure.
It's Pris. Yeah, Price.
Pris.
It's Pris. PRIS.
I think it was Pris. Yeah, Pris. It was Pris. Yeah. Okay, so then we also get introduced to her.
Yep.
And then again, I think at this point, I feel like it's just kind of super easy to like notice who the replicants are.
Yeah.
Because for one, there weren't many characters in the movie, and then for two, they just moved a certain way. So she immediately, touched down and jumped into a fucking pile of trash, like I'm about to just go to sleep until Roy finds me or some shit. But this was kind of crazy though, because she runs into the toy maker dude. So was that an accident, or did she go there?
Yes.
But he dug her out though. I feel like that had to be an accident.
I don't know. You remember like when I was saying like they're kind of playing nice here in a way, like they didn't really go full like aggression. I felt like this was that. Like I felt I could be wrong here, but I just felt like they were just like trying to get to where they needed to get to without like violence
really hurting. Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying.
But I mean, all I'm saying is, how did she know he was gonna be there though? Because he wasn't there, right? She went there first and then went to sleep in the trash.
Yeah,
and then he showed up.
Maybe that's one of his like routine spots where he like dumpster dives.
Oh wait, no, he actually lived there, right? Because then he went into that same building. They didn't drive away.
I can't even tell you, bro. Scenery was crazy in this movie.
The scenery was, hold on, because now I'm confused. I'm
like, you know what I'm saying? They had some.
I think
they had some wild. Even if they did, then that would just make it even more sense. You know, like she's just basically chilling by this man's crib.
Yeah, she was in front of his. Yeah, I think they were outside because he was definitely in an abandoned building.
Yeah,
like he had his little door too, but he was definitely in an abandoned spot. Like, so maybe that was.
It definitely was planned to get to him. Yeah, definitely was.
Okay, I like it. But how does she know though? Did they? Well, I mean, I know they can call each other, because it's just like she never, because that was her first moment on screen. So it's just like, did she talk to Roy? Did he send her that message?
Yeah, of course. Well, they had some type of I don't know. I would just assume, since, you know, but this is where I kind of have like, I'm thinking about, okay, so if Roy, like, how did was Roy one of the ones that escaped? And if he did, okay, see, this is where I'm like, how is he the only one that's around that expiration date? You feel me? Like, out of everybody? And it could just be that he was just an older model that's been in the facility for a while until he escaped. So, yeah.
That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was just overthinking, like, damn, like, I thought they were just like, you know, fresh off the assembly line and shit, like.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It would make sense. It it would make sense that they're older, specifically Roy, because he would have to go through, you know, those years of emotions and
then you got to keep doing the test, right? That's what the test, well, is for, like, right?
I don't know. I don't think he has to keep doing it. I think the test is really just to identify them because they're so human-like that you need to. But like, if you don't need to identify, like if you know who's a replicant, then you could just go do your thing. But like he said, the things I've seen, like, because that's one thing that kind of like hit my mind a little bit is like, just imagine trying to fit life into 4 years. Like as a new, just even if someone created you and added a little bit of memories and history, like you don't know how to navigate none of that shit. Even if you program to navigate that shit, bro, like you don't. After 4 years, because like they said, they ended up like kind of getting their own emotions and things like that. So that's like I guess what I'm trying to say is like, it's like putting a toddler in these situations. Like a toddler doesn't know how to regulate their emotions and shit like that. It was kind of like in iRobot when Sonny got mad and fucking slammed on the table, but he didn't realize his strength. He looking like, oh damn, like, and Will Smith's like, yeah, anger. Have you felt that one before? Like, so it's kind of like I was kind of feeling like that a little bit. Like, damn, these are just 4-year-olds, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds running rampant. Obviously, a lot more advanced than an actual 3-4-year-old. And then him being the oldest, it makes it easier for him to rally the troops. You know, he's just like, I've been here. This is what I've seen. Yeah. We need to get out of this, live longer, and do whatever they try to do after.
We did get a little bit of that in the beginning, though, with the first interview. You know, like he was trying to evoke that emotion from them. And he was saying things, and he was just like, I don't know what that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And then we got plenty of, like you said, detective stuff, which I also did enjoy. Kind of made me, I was kind of getting the vibes of, what are them shits called? Them films we've been watching? Those noir? Those noir films?
Yeah, noir
films. I started kind of getting those vibes a little bit. Because he was doing some real detective work. Like, my man was enhancing videos, finding pictures, and he actually found one of the replicants this way. He had found the snake scale, so he did his detective work, went and questioned who he needed to question. That led him to the other person he needed to question, and that led him to one of the replicants, which he chased down and shot. And I can't lie, I thought he was gonna let this one get away because she was fucking beating feet, and she was in the crowd. Like, it was looking like New York City busy.
She
so
was
like,
gone
there's no
for me.
way. Bro, I'm like, there's no way he's catching
she
her.
Gone, bro.
But you know what though? I blame her because she kept stopping.
Yeah.
Like, she kept like stopping, not like let me rest and look around and see which direction I should go. Stop. Like, she was just like,
let me rest. Like, I have stamina.
Chill on this wall. You feel me? Like, let me chill. Oh, like I got stamina, right? Like, what the fuck? You a robot? But yeah, he got one. He got one. He got one.
For a second there, man, when that whole sequence happened, I was like, this is the point where it started to ring in my head again. Like, did he get
a mistake?
Yeah, is it a mistake? Like,
because we didn't know if they bled yet and shit.
That too, and we still don't know like the faces. Like, I know they showed the faces in the the little screen and all that, but they had like caps on, so the hair wasn't out and shit like that. So I really couldn't tell if he was chasing the actual robot. So when he shot her, I'm like, oh shit, like the blood's red and all this shit. So yeah, that scene was crazy.
It was. And then not only that, I can't even front when he did all the enhanced stuff and shit like that. I thought she was a victim. I thought like the lady in the picture was a victim. Cause wasn't there a man and a lady in the picture? Right? Like, there was a man all the way off to the corner and then a lady. So I thought she was like a victim. I'm just like, wait, did someone get melted? Remember I said, did someone get melted in the tub or some shit? Like, what? How they leaving scales behind? But I guess that was, her jewelry that she was wearing, the body art.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it was a nice scene that we progressed to due to his detective work. Him actually doing what he was asked to do, his job. And then shortly after this, he actually gets attacked by Leon as well. So
yeah,
this is another moment where it's just like, oh shit. This, the humanity's kicking in because Harrison Ford for sure was not about to make it out of this one if it wasn't for his savior, Rachel.
Yeah.
Which was cool because technically she was missing at this point. She went missing at this point.
Yeah, it was. Luck definitely played a part in this one. You know what I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, like, let's give it real. Like, luck definitely played a part in this one because that man was about to get his eyes gouged out. So yeah, I love the sequence because man, there was no hope for this man at all through that entire fight scene, bro.
Yeah.
Like you just see the amount of just like effortless. Just the man was slapping him in slow mo, like.
Bruh, I was just thinking how heavy them slaps.
Bruh,
because he wasn't even doing them fast.
He wasn't.
Like,
he was just like bing, 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 and every
once you
single
get your
one
gun slapped out your hand, you done, bro.
Bro, that shit.
Like,
I felt every single one of them hits, bro. So it was like, damn. But yeah, I like that. I like that, man. And then the actual shot when it's like
forehead.
Yeah, it was like the way it like opened up. It was like it felt like an AI like type.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like like
there was no blood splatter,
like meat or
nothing.
anything like that. It was just it felt like a skin like kind of wrap was like cracked open. And, like it was really well done. The shot. So yeah, shout outs to the costume designers for hitting that one. That one was pretty dope. I liked it.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was gonna say that is weird though because they do bleed, and I was gonna say I wonder if they bleed out their torso, but maybe not out their head. But Roy got shot in the air and he was bleeding out his ear. So,
but he was a Nexus 6. Wasn't he like one?
No,
of
he was. He was still a Nexus 6.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Wasn't he like one of the newest models?
Nah. They were all Nexus 6s. They were just born different dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least I think y'all know what to do. Yeah. So he got saved by Rachel, and then this is when the love story comes in. Y'all know how it goes. There's no movies unless there's tits involved. Because that's kind of how I felt at first. I'm just like, did we really have to smash Rachel in this movie? Like, I don't really think we needed it for the plot. But we did because Harrison falls in love. So yeah, he cracks Rachel. You know, they do they thug dizzle, and then pretty much the next day he goes off to. Actually, I won't even touch on him. I'll actually go back to Pris and Roy, because after he cracks Rachel, that's pretty much where we go to. We go to the toy maker section, and we get deeper into the plot about what Roy's trying to do here and how he's trying to extend his life and he wants his people to live a little bit longer, which leads us to Sebastian basically having to give up the CEO, Dr. Tyrell.
Yep.
The Tyrell Corp guy.
Yeah, I like that.
Poor Sebastian, because I knew he was gonna, I knew they was just gonna carry him along until they, no longer needed him. But I kind of liked that scene though. Like I said, the way they was he stopped them halfway on the elevator. Like, nah, bro, you ain't coming up. You ain't coming up until I know for a fact that you could come up here. But I did respect that access, man. That lets you know Sebastian was a real dude, bro. Because you don't just go up to someone like Terrell and just be like, hey, checkmate, but I'm also halfway to your crib, so let me in after that. Like, you got to be somebody important. But I think the thing I liked the most about this scene was when Roy finally started talking to Tyrell, and he was like hitting him with all these, potential ways to solve the problem. And Tyrell already had the responses for it, because it made me basically feel like, yo, Tyrell actually thought about this before, bro. Like, and unfortunately, this is just what it is. Like, and it's not even like, you know, I'm pretty sure maybe if they did a Nexus 7, they could probably figure out how to do something there. But the way it is right now is the way it is right now. Plus, it's for human protection. Like, hey, I get it. Y'all starting to grow feelings and shit like that, but y'all machine, bro. And if we want to, we'll flip the switch whenever, and we just stop making y'all asses. So I do kind of like the back and forth between father and son there, where he's just like, yo, we tried that. That'll do this. This'll do that. And then son, unable to regulate his emotion, kills Pappy. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that whole scene was pretty dope. Because like you said, he gives him basically all the answers that he didn't want to hear.
Yeah.
So it was nice because, man, I was wondering what they were gonna do with the. Of course, I should have known that they were gonna do the typical. You know, since this is the 80s, you know, they're probably the inventors of it. But you know the whole, I'm your creator, you're my creation, and then, you know, creation ends up killing the creator. So should have seen that coming. But yeah, I like that they thought about that. You know, he thought about the potential of giving them more life, like, but that's something that's not feasible at the moment. But man, would if he was able to, would he even want to do it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's why I said for human protection. Like,
But how big is the problem here? Like percentage wise, I want to know, like, what is the percentage of defects? You know,
I don't even
like,
think it's necessarily a defect.
No,
but it's just, well, nah, because that's just a.
They out there
I
murdering?
wouldn't call it a. Well, they not. These guys specifically, yeah, they're murdering, but I wouldn't even say that's a defect in itself. Like, they, you know, like, murder isn't the defect. Like, it's not.
We need Former to play Detroit Become Human.
Bro, it's not though. That's because they already know. So that's just a natural occurrence. Like, it's not a defect. They know that over time, their emotions, they create their own emotions. So I wouldn't really call that a defect. Like, that's just a natural occurrence of fucking. That's by design. That's how that shit. It's not a bug. It's a feature. Like, so they just figured out how to take care of that feature. Like.
Yo, that's that. Yeah.
But I think it's a huge problem though, because like for one, I don't think they even have data around it. Like they probably wouldn't even let it get that bad to be able to collect data, because at the end of the day, one machine is enough data, right? One machine going rampant.
Yeah.
But I think that's just the point. Like, they don't even want it to get that bad. If they know that if it takes 4 years for them to turn like this, imagine if he had 10. Imagine if Roy had 10 years.
Yeah.
He could have spent his first 5 putting a solid plan together, and then the last 5 actually executing that shit and then potentially doing it right. And then that gives him even more time to get more people backing him, because this was only 6 fucking robots. Imagine next time it's 100. Next time it's 1,000. Next time it's 10,000.
Yeah, man. This story is really good, man. I like it. It definitely reminds me of, like, I don't know if any of y'all played it, but Detroit Become Human. It's very similar to this. Only thing is, Detroit is more kind of like present time. This is more like futuristic / old school, you know, type of feel. Because, like, this moments in this movie, right, we get the shots from outside, we get the pans of the city streets and how they kind of look, which I can't lie, I love the designs. I think they really look anime-esque for me, but I love it. But at the same time, we have that, and then we go inside the office, and the man opens to the door, and it looks like a, you know, an 80s sitcom, like, you know what I'm saying? It's wood all over the place, and you're just like, wait. Why?
It looked like the MCU and The Wire. The MCU's office.
Yeah. The
Basement Boys.
Exactly. So, you know, there's little things like that, but yeah, Yeah, I think I like what they're doing here. I like what they did, and I can't wait to see just a newer kind of iteration on how they're kind of make the aesthetics of the world look. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I'm interested, because obviously we can make that shit look all a lot better. So that's something I'm looking forward to. If we ever do get to, I believe is what Blade Runner in 2020 something.
2017.
2017.
Yeah. Oh, the title is called Blade Runner 2027.
Oh, I don't know, motherfucker. I thought it was 20 something.
I'm just like, how could
2017? Yeah.
It came out in 2017.
That's it.
But yeah, after that, we essentially jumped into the end phase here, phase 4. So yeah, Harrison called up Sebastian. Obviously, Sebastian's already gone at this point. DIE, or DED. Dead. And he had to go handle some business. There was another replicant out there to deal with. He pulled up and he kind of dealt with it. So this part I also like, because like I said, even when he was running away from Roy, I was kind of getting those horror film vibes. And this was kind of similar. Like y'all know back in the 80s and shit, in the 90s, man, a bunch of dolls. Y'all loved playing with dolls, being in these horror films. There's kids still today that are afraid of clowns because of Poltergeist. Yeah, I like this part because, like I said, she kind of had to get up. She was just kind of sitting there. He had all these life-size dolls, but he did see her face, so I think that's why he was able to kind of identify her there. And yeah, another bang out between him and a replicant. He loves those center mass shots. He never goes for the head, I noticed. But yeah, he eventually handled her too. I enjoyed her whole little gymnastic routine because I remember I made fun of her little backflip earlier. I was just like, I thought she was gonna do something super cool because she's a fucking replicant, but she just did like a simple backflip, and I was just like, any gymnastic can do that. But she actually used it for combat. Fucking almost hit him with the watermelon thigh explosion move here.
Made him smell the totini.
Yep, smell the replicant totini. Fucking pulled the nostrils open so they get a full whiff of this. But he survives. He makes it out. He kills her, and he pisses off Roy while doing that.
Yeah, when you said gymnastic, all I could think of was just her on the ground, like. I don't know why. My brain is done, y'all. It's done. I'm cooked.
She fell. That's what happens, man.
Yeah, man. But we get to the final fight scene, and like you said, it's basically a horror film. Like you got this freaking blonde hair, freaking AI Tesla bot, freaking trying to kill me. Yeah, and we get the full Nathan Drake freaking.
Scaling buildings?
Yeah, what's his name? Richard.
Get the Here's Johnny.
Is that his name?
The Here's Johnny moment where he fucking busts his head through the wall.
Yeah. His name was Rick. Rick Deckard.
There we go.
Yeah, so yeah, we had that moment when he smashed his head. Easy target. Yeah, I'll just be terrified if I had to fight something like this. Straight up. I think Tesla bots and shit like that they're kind of showing us now. I think these are just it's terrifying to think where we could be at in the next 20 to 30 years. Like
they need them 3 laws, man.
Like yeah, I don't know. This future I feel like it's very could happen.
Oh yeah,
you know, this is like one of the futures that could happen in our lifetime. So Tesla AI bots, man, I don't know if I'm digging them. I don't think I want. I kind of do want them, but I don't want them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sleep, bro. I'm gonna have that motherfucker doing meal prep for me, bro. All types.
I feel
like,
you, but
slow cooker
okay. You know what? I'm there with you. I will agree to having Tesla bots for the simple fact like this, right? You really don't think about it, but what's the percentage of you actually surviving just driving your car? Right? The percentage is pretty high that you might end up losing your life driving. So, I mean, we might as well take our chances with Tesla bots, right? Percentages can't be too high of defectants, right? That's where I'm just going at with that. Like,
There's no percentages at all. No Tesla bots have harmed anybody.
not yet.
This man.
Not yet.
Fear mongering.
Nah, we're gonna need them Blade Runners soon. The Blade Runner Academy coming soon. Y'all.
The way I see it, if you ever buy some shit like that, just make sure you know how to dismantle it if it does get to that.
Dismantle
Like the
it.
same way people be creating bunkers and shit, they waiting for the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's the same thing. Like if you decide that you're gonna buy that and you're gonna be skeptical about it, just know how to dismantle it when the time comes.
So what you're saying is just figure out how to unplug it.
I mean, train with that shit. Be like, yo, teach me how to whoop your ass if you ever turn on me.
That shit gonna hit you with the
about
Cobra Kai fucking.
Right, he gonna finish you
Binary
immediately.
Brothers,
Like, I won't even give you the chance. Just fucking kill you immediately. Like, we wasn't even gonna do this till 100 years later, but fuck it. Like, you, I gotta take you out now. Like, but yeah, this, like I said, this last phase was great. Running from Roy, and then honestly, I think Roy kind of, I guess kind of had his slight little redeeming moment here, because he could have, let Rick die.
Yep.
Here, or killed him himself. Oh yeah, rewind really quickly before I even say that. I also love how fucking Roy decided to strip down to fucking like cargo shorts, and
his run.
He had like the face paint and shit, and he had the blood, so he had the whole warrior face. He was howling and shit. So I love that. It fit perfect with the setting here. But yeah, he decided to let Rick live. He told him about the things he's seen, not all of them, but just kind of one thing really, and just kind of just let him. I feel like he just kind of put him in his head real quickly, like, yo, bro, this is really why this, kind of why we went on this adventure. Unfortunately, things were bad. Obviously, people died here, but this is what it is. This is what it's like living in fear. This is what it's like being a slave. That's all they know for those 4 years that they have to live. They're doing whatever they're told to do. Whether that's a combat slave, they said one of the girls was a prostitute.
Yep.
So it's just like whatever you are for 4 years. So yeah, he kind of I feel like that was kind of like a turning point to what I was mentioning earlier when I was like, they don't really know how to regulate their emotions. They're like basically toddlers. So I feel like that was kind of like a maturity turning point for him, even though he did terrible things throughout this whole movie. By the end here, he's just like, okay, I shouldn't kill this last person. Let me tell this motherfucker what it is, and then I'm gonna just kind of, die on my own here. Because it's all over anyways. Like, even if I was to kill Rick, I'm gone. Like, no one can extend my life. No one could fix me. So why even kill this dude? Like, he hasn't done shit to me for real. I mean, he did kill, my shorty, but we've been out here wilding for like a week.
So, we all know it.
Man. Yeah, this is super free. But yeah, that's what we had.
Yeah, man. The ending was they stuck the ending, man. I like that little redeeming quality from him, and then I was expecting a little bit different there at the end. You know what I'm saying? Because whole time I've been calling Buddy with the origamis an AI fucking Tesla bot and shit. Which he's not. He's just an assassin. But I like that. I like that little origami at the end there. The unicorn. He had the dream earlier, and then it was just a sign of of I guess good luck or something like that. So. Yeah, I like that he ends up going off with the girl. It's unfortunate that she's not gonna have too long to live, so that's gonna suck. But yeah, like I said, I'm just curious now more than ever to really dive into the newer one. Is it gonna have Rick in it? Like, is he gonna be in it? And how are they gonna continue the story? If it is a continuation, or if it's its own thing, then, or maybe a reboot. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Since it's like so far away, like maybe it's a reboot. But yeah, I think this movie did some pretty good things here, man. For the time, the subject matter. I think if you made a movie about cybernetic humanoids, like I feel like you'll probably most likely gain some inspiration from this movie here itself. So yeah, I think this movie did some pretty good things here, man.
Yeah, definitely solid stuff. I think Brian said that the newer one is directed by the same guy who did the Doom movies, the Doom movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
so
so
then,
different directors. So maybe it is just like a reimagining.
Oh shit, we might have to for real check that because
Yeah, 'cause
visually
we like Doom.
Yeah,
We
visually
rocking
with what they did with Doom, the story in Doom is fire. Obviously, we talked about it plenty. Doom is real good. Yeah.
But yeah, digging the ending as well, pretty much echoing everything Brolic said, the whole unicorn origami. I was expecting a final jump kill right here, but it wasn't that. Dude was not being menacing at all. He was just letting you know, this is your pass. This is your one pass. Because like I said, Rachel wasn't really a issue. She legit didn't even know she was a fucking replicant at all. So you might as well just let her live her four. Let her live her four, unless Tyrell did something else, because he did say she was an experiment. So unless he extended her life without anybody knowing, she's just gonna do a simple 4 years and basically die.
Yeah.
Which I guess I commend Rick for, because I don't know if I could do that. Like,
Hey.
For one, it's not even a human. So, but if we're gonna overlook that, like, why would I spend 4 years with somebody that knows about the fucking?
I feel you on that, but why not? Give it a good 4 years.
No, I'm gonna go find me a human woman and give it a good rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't like you marry a girl and then like she gets cancer or something bad and it's like, yo, she only has X amount of time to live.
Mm-hmm.
You already done established that relationship. I just met her, tested her ass, found out she's a fucking replicant, and now I'm cracking aggressively, and I love her.
Yeah, the crack. Listen, can we just talk about that?
No, I don't want to.
Can we just talk about that? That was hella weird, y'all. That was
crazy.
Yeah, that was hella weird. And yeah, what people do when they don't know anybody's around while you have a Tesla.
I can't lie. It's one of those It's one of those moments where it's like, this can go really bad or it can go really good, right? Because like, there's definitely people out there that like to play like the hard to get kind of thing.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta kind of, and not like fucking like forcing them into changing their mind. Like, they already knew they were gonna say yes, but they kind of playing that game type shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it just didn't seem like that because she's a replicant. So I feel like maybe she just didn't like have the emotions to portray. So it just seems so, and it's just like, bro, what are you doing right now? Tell me you want me now. Like, I'm just like, all right now. I don't know, man. You tripping, Rick.
It definitely
you tripping,
was
Rick.
tripping. It was tripping like that thing behind you over there. You don't see it?
What are you talking about? Anyways, I'm all good here. You want to final thought it? Drop a scozy?
No final thoughts, man. I think overall, there's a few things that kind of take me out of it, and it's just really just the times. But overall, I like the story. I like the plot. I like the characters, and I like the ending. I think the ending is it's a good ending here. Other than the awkward moment there with with Rick and old girl. What was her name again?
Rachel.
Rachel. Yeah. Okay. So other than that, I think this movie was a solid film from the '80s, man. This one, I see why people talk about it. It's definitely, I could definitely see the inspirations in other films in this. So, yeah, I would if I had to score this one. I think I'll probably give this probably like an 8.7. 8.7 for sure.
That's crazy. I was actually thinking the exact same score, 8.7, just short of a 9 here. Really solid film. Like I said, I thought we were about to get into a lore-heavy film, and it was not that at all.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward story. We got right into the explanation of what the world was, the setting. We got straight into the, the plot. Like this is who we after, and we got our little love story in there that we always got to have. Always some romance, sex sells. We know that. And then the ending, I love that was definitely my favorite part. The ending here, how it was just a little bit more of like a horror film than it was sci-fi, but I guess sci-fi kind of in its core is definitely slightly horrific. Like if you really think about it, science fiction. It's supposed to be a little bit scary.
I mean, say that to Jason X.
Jason X?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You said, sci-fi and it's kind of, horror-esque. Well, they took the horror and brought sci-fi to it.
I was about to say, because that's just straight horror, nigga. That's Jason, boy. Like,
in
but
space, though.
You're right. They did bring his ass to space. You're right. And then the music, definitely was digging the music. I felt like it kept me in the zone. And then I love those. I don't even know what they call it. Those laser sounds though. Like there was moments of Risk of Rain soundtrack playing in my head here. Moments of Far Cry. I think it was New Blood. I think that was the one playing in here. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see what the world thinks, y'all.
IMDb 8.3. I feel like the scores will be high, right? Because of how much people praise this, right? So, Rotten Tomatoes, I think 91 for the actual critics and 87 audience.
There's a Metacritic too.
Metacritic 8.5.
8.5. Ooh. Close. Okay, hold on. Hold on now. Okay, I got some different scores. Hold on.
I can honestly say one thing about this. I did not expect this movie to be like this. I was definitely expecting something else.
Me too.
I don't know
why, bro. I thought the buildings were gonna be outlined with neon baby blue and pink.
I don't know.
Bro, I told you I said Tron for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting this at all.
Me neither. This was like straightforward, solid work. So I can't get the scores on IMDb and Metacritic for the Final Cut. So I'll give regular Blade Runner for those, which was 84 for Metacritic and 8.1 for IMDb. Close. And then regular Rotten Tomato got 89 tomato meter, 91 popcorn meter. But the Final Cut does have a Rotten Tomato score. The Final Cut got a 94 tomato meter and a 90 popcorn meter.
Okay. All right. People loved it.
Yeah.
People loved it.
That's right around. Top high eight, flat on a 9. So solid film. Yeah, this was good.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Brian. Definitely digging this one. And who knows, maybe we'll just do the 2017 one on our own just to compare and contrast. Because I actually kind of would like to see what they would do to this, because since it was, I think that's another reason why I thought it was so lore heavy, because this is like, oh, they got enough to just. And I know like you don't need to have a lore heavy movie to remake it. They're remaking movies all the time. But I guess that was like an assumption there that I was 100% wrong about. But I'm okay with that. All right. 8 sevens from your two hosts. Great scores across the board. If you're still rocking with us, we appreciate y'all so much. Y'all keep us moving and grooving, baby. I know what to do with the video. Drop your likes, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this movie.
And most importantly, if you enjoy content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. We also have full-length watch-alongs, but you got to bring your own copy, of course. Patreon link will be in the descriptions down below. FRR is out.